Okay, I'm going to continue the video on the objection to complementarian view. Complementarian view is male leadership. Man is the leader in the family, in the home, and also leader in the church. That's basically what it is. So I want to take on objection number 2 and the response to it. Genesis 3:16 indicates the male dominion is the result of the fall. Now that is not true. As I said in the previous video, man was a really weak leader to begin with. In the book of Adam, in the book of Genesis, Adam was completely the weakest male leadership I've ever seen. He exercised absolutely no leadership as a man, and giving his wife a free fall decision-making process, making the most significant and the biggest decision in life. And not only for themselves, but for entire humanity, which is for billions and billions of people like us. We're all affected because of that weak leadership man, so to speak. Anyhow, Genesis 3:16 says, "To the woman God said, I will surely multiply your pain in childbearing. In pain you will bring forth children. Your desire shall be towards your husband. He shall rule over you. Your desire shall be to your husband, towards your husband." Okay, so this is a little bit of unpacking here. Okay, this is for my social ethics notes here. This is not about male domination, but rather it is male leadership authority. Man has headship outcome of the fall, consequence of the fall. Okay, so the response is this. The curse is not the introduction. The curse is not the introduction of male-female hierarchy, but rather sinful resistance to divinely ordained male and female hierarchy. Compare that to curse in childbearing. Okay, childbearing was supposed to be there before the fall. It's not like childbearing, procreation happened after the fall. No, it was already there. It's just inflicted with pain. God added pain, childbirth, after the fall, as a judgment of God on women for rebelling against God. So that's what it is, So that was the only thing difference pre-fall and post-fall is the pain added to her delivery, childbirth. So becomes a conflict because their hearts rebelled against God. Childbearing is not a consequence of the fall. No, man and woman were meant to procreate, a pre-fall command, but the curse brings pain and grief. Male and female relationships. Okay, so in the same parallel, you can say that woman's desire is towards the husband. Okay, so this is Genesis 3:16. Let's take a look at Genesis 3:16 for a moment. Okay, let's see. Genesis 3:16. Good. To the woman he said, "I'll make your pains childbearing very severe." NIV says, "With painful labor you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. On the first place, God has called Adam to be ruler, to be the head. God created Adam first. And out of Adam, God created Eve. And God brought Eve to Adam. Okay, and Adam said, "This is truly bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman." Adam gave his wife name as well. Okay, so in fact, after the fall, God was walking in the cool of the garden and he called out Adam. He didn't call out Eve. You notice that? God is only holding Adam responsible first. He's a federal headship. That's what the Reformed theology believes in for the complementarian view. You know, because he falls, we all fall because of him. All right? So God called out to Adam. Adam, where are you? God didn't call out Eve. Eve, where are you? No, God called out Adam, where are you? I've hidden myself. I'm afraid. So why are you afraid? Oh, because of the forbidden fruit that I took. The woman you gave me, she gave it to me. Now you see, so this is ridiculous. Okay, so let me read that. It's interesting. Then the man and the woman, his wife, heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and the heat from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. But the Lord God called to the man, where are you? He answered, I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid. And he said, who told you you were naked? Have you eaten from the fruit from the tree that I command you not to eat from? The man said, the woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree and I ate it. The woman you gave me, all right? The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit. Okay, so you see that? This is absolutely disgraceful. No leadership at all. But God has already held Adam to be responsible to be the head from day one, even before Eve fell, even before Eve was created. God created Adam first and all this, okay? So the curse is not the introduction of male-female hierarchy, but rather sinful resistance to divine ordained male and female. Okay, I read that. So it is really important that we understand the submission principle. Your desire shall be for your husband. It's in the context of the childbirth and the pain of the childbirth. If you like, before the fall, it will be, you shall give birth. You shall fill the earth, multiply and fill the earth, and your desire shall be for your husband. Same thing. I know it is a little bit unclear on its own, that it does seem to me that your desire shall be towards your husband is the consequence of the fall. I agree with that. But if you look at the pre-fall, it's clearly Adam is the head. I would say, therefore, Adam's already the head. But probably the desire towards your husband is not an explicit, clear statement or doctrine from God. But I would say that after the fall, it's abundantly clear. It doesn't change nothing now. We are in the post-fall period, so we can't go back to the pre-fall now. That we only go back to pre-fall until Jesus comes back for the consummation. But for now, man shall lead, shall be the head. And that's clear. Complementarianism makes sense.